What's going on, guys? Bengal again here, coming back at you with another video today. Rebuilding the Philadelphia Eagles. And yeah, I mean, I kind of always put this team off just because if you guys have been subscribed to the channel, know me, you know I'm a Giants fan. Not exactly a huge fan of the Eagles, but today I put that to the side and I'm on the Eagles. I'm the new GM. I'm taking over for Howie Roseman, and I'm going to try to bring the team success. I know they struggle with injuries. They struggle with Carson Wentz not being the same player when he was playing like his MVP self a few years ago. Injuries have kind of caught up with him. Some of these players are getting older, and the Eagles are a team that has really danced around the salary cap in a way that you cannot do in Madden. So it should be really, really interesting to see how we rebuild this team and take them, unfortunately, deep into the playoffs. That's the goal. Build a juggernaut and annihilate our competition. Now, what I will say is hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. You can always unsubscribe later, although I really hope that you don't. It's free. Hit it. And also, it is November 24th as I record this. You guys probably will be watching it not too long after that. But it's holiday season. My merch is still out there. We got Vanilla Vic. We got Skip the Combine. If you're an NFL fan, see, listen, by the way, I'm a Giants fan. It seems like Giants fans have taken Vanilla Vic from me, which I want credit as the originator of. I do. I have never heard it before me, and I've only heard it since. Take that for what you will. But yeah, they're calling Daniel Jones Vanilla Vic. Slow your roll, okay? Don't take my thing. That's Kyle Lauletta, if you guys watch Giants franchise. But yeah, Eagles rebuild. Check out the merch. It's in the description, teespring.com. Bengals in there somewhere, but I think the link is the best way to go. If you order now, you can get it by Christmas and even before then. So it's definitely the move if you're going to buy it. I'll put a sale on there. I'll make it cheaper than it was. So if you thought about buying the Skip the Combine or the Vanilla Vic stuff with the ice cream cone, now is the time. And even if you're an Eagles fan, maybe even like Michael Vick. He was a really good player for the Eagles for a season or two. But yeah, let's hop into it. You know the deal. Second channel. Upload a bunch of different things. In real life, football cards, GeoGuessr, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Let's Plays, that sort of thing, Call of Duty. Check it out. I know this is a big plug to start the video, but I think many of you might be interested in those things, so I try to bring it to you. I know many of you follow me on Twitter. We talk all the time. Twitter.com/Bengal YouTube link also in the description. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it finally. Also, another thing to note with the realistic rebuilds is it's not only doing what the team would do in real life. It's I'm the GM, but I'm making fairly realistic moves. Like, not going to see crazy player-for-player trades like I'm going to trade Carson Wentz, Jalen Reagor, and Brandon Brooks for Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers or something like that. But you will see some trades, probably some big free agent signings, some, you know, multiple first-round picks on occasion. But we got to talk about the first round, as we're using my draft class 2021 NFL Draft Bengal. It is on the PlayStation file share. It will be on PS5. It's on PS4, but I'm on PS5. It's on PS5 too. It's just not on the next gen version yet because that game's not out. It's coming out, I believe, on like December 4th. We're definitely going to do some fun things with that. And how are we in a position where we have to cut 7 players when I just loaded up the franchise? What's going on with that? How is that a thing? This is, do they randomly promote guys from the practice squad? I don't know. Let's look at the team. And it's an interesting group because Travis Fulgham is just the best receiver in the NFL. Somehow. Recently, he's been unreal. Will we be able to actually develop him? It's possible. I mean, he's only 24 years old. It's not a super high overall. Only has normal development. Not sure there. Deshaun Jackson's in there. Alshon Jeffrey's bad now. Marquise Goodwin, not the player he once was. He was okay, but more fast than anything else. D-Jack's certainly not the player he used to be. Just can't stay healthy. Jalen Reagor, I definitely want to play a lot, so move him up. Carson Wentz, I think, could still be the guy. He has superstar development. He is 27. I'm not sure we have to force drafting a new QB. I think we just need to get him on the right track. Miles Sanders in there. Should be a good running back for the future. And then Zach Ertz will not be the guy after a while. He's 29 years old. He's going to hit regression. We'll keep him for a little while, but I think Dallas Goedert eventually will end up being that starting tight end for us. He's a really, really good player. On the offensive line, they have an unbelievable right side featuring Lane Johnson, Brandon Brooks, Jason Kelsey, and Jordan Mailata has done a great job filling in for a lot of these different guys that have been injured. He's played some different spots, left tackle, right tackle. And he's also listed at no college. Where is Jordan Mailata from? It's probably just not listed. He's from Australia. Oh. So he really didn't go to any American college. He played rugby. He's massive. 6'8", 350. I didn't even know that. Isaac Seumalo at left guard, but I'm probably going to look to play Mailata over one of these guys. Andre Dillard, a first-round pick that I guess he hasn't really had many opportunities. He's still super young. He might be the left tackle of the future. Mailata, I might play at left guard, and Isaac Seumalo is not going to be the guy. Jason Peters is super old. I'm assuming he's going to retire at the end of this year, at least in the game. He's 38. Still decent, but I want Mailata to play, I think, left guard. It just makes more sense to move him over. He's got the size for it, certainly. And we're going to say with his athleticism, that's not going to be too difficult of a transition. He's a 67 overall. I'm going to start him right away. On defense, the linebacking core is brutally bad. Nate Gary might be the worst linebacker in the NFL. Alex Singleton has had some decent games. TJ Edwards in there, Duke Riley. It's a really, really bad linebacking core. Davion Taylor is probably going to play right away over Nate Gary, and that's because, one, Nate Gary's terrible, but also Davion Taylor is younger at 22 years old and more athletic by a lot. So we have something to work with there as a nice mold. Kayvon Wallace might end up playing Jalen Mills. Jordan Mills is a tackle. Jalen Mills, but Rodney McLeod, Will Parks. Traded for Darius Slay. They have Avonte Maddox, Nickel Roby-Coleman, Cravon LeBlanc. We'll have to develop some of these guys. I imagine we might end up bringing in a better cornerback anyway. And then on the defensive line, got some really good players, but who are aging. Fletcher Cox, amazing, but is in his late 20s, if not 30. He's 29. And then Brandon Graham's into his 30s at 32 years old. So these guys are going to start to regress. Fletcher Cox will be fine, but Brandon Graham I'm a bit worried about. Outside of that, Javon Hargrave, Derek Barnett should be fine for right now. Malik Jackson, I can't imagine stays on the team for too long. But we're pretty much just going to simulate to the offseason. This is not going to be well, it could be a playoff team. Never mind. We have to simulate to the playoffs. 3-5-1 could make the playoffs. The NFC East is a disaster. Do we want to re-sign anybody before we simulate, though? We got to remember that age plays a huge factor, and anyone who's like 28 or older, sometimes even 27, not really worth negotiating with. Travis Fulgham is really the only one I'm going to keep. And really, that's only because he's been playing great in real life. Just kidding. We are starting negative 30 mil in cap room. Okay, great. Well, we got to figure that mess out. Oh, man. Huge penalty for getting rid of Wentz. Okay. Huge penalty for getting rid of Alshon Jeffrey right now. What's the biggest savings? It is Alshon Jeffrey. It's not even going to matter. My God. We are screwed right now. Holy. I can't re-sign anybody. We'll see what changes at the offseason, but wow. We are in a tough spot. Did not make the playoffs, which is good. Finished 6-9-1. Because if we made the playoffs with like 6 or 7 wins, we'd have a way, way lower draft pick, despite still being very bad. We'll look at the numbers. You got to remember a lot of these are real life numbers, so can't take too much stock in the playbook. Although I'm not really sure what we're going to do for this one. Probably the same old with the playbooks at work. And wow, these receiving numbers are so bad. Defensively, we'll just take a quick look at sacks. Fletcher Cox at 10. Brandon Graham, 11. Fletcher Cox, 10.5. Interceptions, 3 for Darius Slay. 3 for Avonte Maddox. Check out yearly awards. Aaron Rodgers wins MVP. No Carson Wentz. We're not going to see Carson Wentz anywhere in here. Rodgers for Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year is Budda Baker. No Eagles. Offensive Rookie of the Year, DeAndre Swift. Jalen Reagor at 7. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Chase Young. No Eagles. So we're completely restarting here in the offseason. We got to clear up a lot of cap space. I'm not sure how we're going to hold on to any of our good players. We're going to have to see how this cap room situation works out, because right now it really is not ideal. Seahawks Chiefs Super Bowl. That'd be a fun one. I think it's actually what I predicted at the start of this season. We'll see if that ends up coming true or not. But the contract situations have changed. And now, do we just not save any money with Wentz? Ooh, not at all. We would lose a lot. Brandon Graham's down to an 84. Alshon should really be cut right now. Malik Jackson is going to be cut. Goodbye, Malik Jackson. Goodbye, Alshon Jeffrey. Anyone else? Isaac Sayamalo, excuse me. We will cut him. No real trade value, didn't matter. Jalen Mills going to cancel out. Getting rid of him, though. We'll take the penalty now to get the cap space later. Marquise Goodwin. Hook 'em horns, but goodbye. Hakeem Butler doesn't really matter, but maybe we can develop him. That cleared up a little bit of cap room. Can we bring back Travis Fulgham now? No. We can't bring back anybody. So, goodbye, every single player is a free agent there. We can't sign anybody in free agency anyway because we have no money. Negative 12.65, and now it's showing negative 12.7 million. Just can't do anything. We can, however, have a good draft. We'll just see what falls. We're looking at linebacker, corner, receiver, like safety, maybe. There's a lot. There's a lot we need to look at. We'll see what we can do. NFL draft time 2021, real draft class, picking at number 11. I will simulate straight to that pick as Christian Darrisaw goes to the Lions. What do we want at 11? There are quarterbacks available. There are corners available who are quite good. We just got Jalen Waddle in the last rebuild, so I don't want to do that again, even though I know how unreal he is. Don't really want to go with another North Dakota State quarterback. I just don't want to take a quarterback right now, period. I'm fine with sticking with Carson Wentz for right now. Obviously not going to take a tight end. I think Caleb Farley certainly makes the most sense. Now, I also got him in the last video, but I think I might do it again. Caleb Farley at number 11 to the Eagles. 76 overall, star, better development. Drafted him at number 8. Really, really good player. Decent speed, high man coverage. And that is a solid pick. Again, quick reminder, if you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button. It's free. You can always unsubscribe later. Would mean the world to me. And definitely check out my links in the description. Twitter, Teespring for merch, and my second channel, which I absolutely love posting to, as we are in the second round. Rondale Moore is here. That could be super fun. Could go Jackson Carman, upgrade offensive line. JC Horn is here in the second. He's pretty good. He's had a great year before he and Israel Mukwamu both opted out. Quincy Roche. We could move to a 3-4. What do we have in the way of linebackers? Zaven Collins. I might be cool with that. But maybe not right now. I'm going to go with the supreme playmaker and the weapon that is Rondale Moore out of Purdue. Ranked number 43, took him at 43. This is like kind of another version of Jalen Reagor. I think he's more of a beast with the ball in his hands, while Reagor is more of a true deep threat. But Moore is a really, really good player, really fun. And we're just going to build a track team. Speed at receiver is tough to match up with. And I think he will be a very nice addition, as here we are in round 3. Quincy Roche is still available. Jason Owe is still available. Bunch of good players still here. Is Zaven Collins gone? He sure is. Hamilcar Rashed is still there. But I think this has to be Quincy Roche just because of value at the position. Number 30, took him at 75. Star, better development. Just too good of a player to pass on at that point. Like, even if he's not really going to be a linebacker for us. Maybe we could play him in that role, but I think he's more of an edge rusher. I mean, I know he is in real life, but I think he is in the game too. We could mold him to be exactly what we want him to be. So maybe we will play him off the ball at first. We don't necessarily have to switch straight to a 3-4. So here we are in the 5th round. Last pick, I'm going to take... What do I want? Maybe a linebacker. You get a pretty high ceiling player in Ventrell Miller, who I'm not even sure I technically classify as a speed rusher, despite that being his archetype. Number 134 in the draft. Took him exactly at 134. Good speed. I think he offers us quite a lot. We're getting speed at the position. Have the CPU handle the rest. I don't know what I want to do just yet. I think we could transition into a 3-4. Fletcher Cox over the center at the nose. I think we could slide Brandon Graham inside. I think Derek Barnett would play fine in that role. And then what would we have off the edge? Ventrell Miller and Quincy Roche. Where does Javon Hargrave fit in that? I would have to play one of these guys at outside linebacker. I'm not sure who that would be. I mean, Derek Barnett's more of an outside linebacker than Brandon Graham is. Do I want to switch to a 3-4? I'm going to stick with what we have for right now. We're just going to see what happens. Oh, this team has Jannard Avery, too. Kind of forgot about him. CPU drafted Durden. I think Corey Durden. Yeah, out of Florida State. Decent player. I think probably the 3rd best defensive tackle at Florida State right now, though. I like Robert Cooper better. I certainly like Marvin Wilson better. And then Farley can maybe even move back to safety right away. Although I might just move Avonte Maddox back. Although, actually, I won't, and here's why. The CPU really does not know how to upgrade players in any type of balanced way. And if I move Caleb Farley back to safety, they're going to focus more on his zone coverage, which I want to get higher along with his man. So we'll play a season with Caleb Farley at free safety. And then Rodney McLeod will play strong side. He went up to star development as well. Not that that's going to make me keep him long term. He's just not all that good. Carson Wentz went down to star development. I'm sure you guys maybe noticed that. So that's not exactly ideal. Jalen Reagor is at star. I'm playing Rondale Moore over J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. We have no receivers on the team pretty much. But they're in a tough position in real life, and we're just going to have to work around some of their crazy cap decisions, in-game at least. I think this is going to be the team I throw out there right now. It is not a great team, but this is a rebuilding year. That's what I'm focusing on. This is a rebuilding year. We're just going to see how this goes. Rondale Moore in the slot. Caleb Farley in the slot. That's fine. Because then we'll get Kayvon Wallace playing at free safety when we're in nickel packages, which is fine. I think it's a decent team. It's really not amazing, but I think it's the best we can do right now, which I'm fine with. I'll do linebacker training boost. Got 2 rookie linebackers, both with pretty good development. So we will simulate to the midseason mark. I still have to make tough decisions about Carson Wentz. Tough decisions about like Lane Johnson, about Brandon Brooks, about Jason Kelsey, who will be an impending free agent. We might not have the money to bring him back. Brandon Graham is going to be a really tough decision. It's going to be tough. It really is. That's the only word I could say because the cap situation is so bad on this team right now. 1-6 here at the midseason mark in 2021. And Jason Kelsey is a free agent, as is Zach Ertz and Brandon Graham, Dallas Goedert, Avonte Maddox, Derek Barnett, Rodney McLeod, Josh Sweat. Kind of rhymed. But Jordan Mailata as well. Everybody's a free agent that I want to keep. Kelsey, we have a little bit of money. Ertz has to go. He's 30 years old. We have Goddard, who's younger. I need to make it a priority to re-sign Dallas Goedert over Zach Ertz, I think. Excuse me, Zach Ertz. Brandon Graham, 33. Really can't bring him back. Avonte Maddox, I think we probably should. He's not that expensive, and he's pretty good. And Derek Barnett, we probably should bring back as well. He's too expensive. I can't give him 10 mil. It's even going to work out to more than that. I can't give him that contract. McLeod has to go. We just need to manage this like conservatively. I want Maddox, Goddard, Kelsey. 3 guys, probably going to work out to about $28 million a year for those three guys combined, which I think is doable. We'll sign Jason Kelce to, let's do a 3-year deal. And he wants more money, which is fine. Goddard, this is a fine contract. He should be able to re-sign. He is back. And then Avonte Maddox, I think he'll be a fine second or third cornerback option, especially in the nickel. And he re-signed. I said that a little bit prematurely, but it happened to be true. So that's great. We need to draft someone on the edge. I'm going to simulate only a week here and then try to re-sign Jason Kelce. This team finally won another game. The Bucs are 8-0. Holy cow. I just said holy cow. Jason Kelce, just up the salary. And he is back. The rest, I think we're going to have to make a test free agency. I have to let them go. Except for Jordan Mailata. I kind of want him back. Did not make the playoffs. Finished at 5-11. 30th best offense. Where are we defensively? 21st. Yeah, it's not great. Wentz really didn't have terrible numbers, to be fair. Neither did Miles Sanders. We just really didn't get in the end zone enough. Zach Ertz led the team in both catches and yards, but Rondale Moore had the most touchdowns. Defensively, Avonte Maddox led the team in tackles. Never really want that from your corners, unless maybe they're playing in the nickel and they're just a beast. 8 sacks from Brandon Graham led the way. 3 picks for Caleb Farley, tied with Darius Slay for the team lead. And then yearly awards. Josh Allen wins MVP. No Eagles. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Aaron Rodgers. Again, back-to-back years. No Eagles. Defensive Player of the Year, Khalil Mack. No Eagles. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Trey Lance with football team. That's where he ended up going. Justin Fields to the Giants. Rondale Moore at number 5. The O has to be big in his name because they don't let you just do Rondale Moore. It's profanity, or it's not allowed. So I had to do a capital O to get that to work. And then Chaz Surratt for the Panthers wins Defense Rookie of the Year, with Caleb Farley finishing at number 3, Quincy Roche at 6. Panthers, Bills, Super Bowl. Okay. Do I want to bring back Zach Ertz? Down to star dev, 84 overall, 31 years old. No. Brandon Graham, for the same reasons, kind of has to walk. 81 overall, 34. Pat O'Donnell, someone I might re-sign eventually. Derek Barnett's 26 star dev. He's just too expensive for how good he is, in my opinion. I think we could do a lot better for that same price. But Jordan Mailata, I will give a 4-year deal to. He could probably get up near an 80 overall. We might be able to keep him for the duration. I would give him a 7-year contract. This really isn't too bad. I know it's crazy, but we get him till he's 32. He should get up near an 80, and I'm comfortable with it. And we're paying him, nothing. And he's a pretty decent guard, or should be. Devontae Adams is here. As Rondale Moore has superstar development. I think the big one for us, though, I mean, we need Devontae Adams. We need a weapon at receiver. But Fred Warner is here, and this team needs linebacker help so badly. I want to take the money down because I think we might be able to snipe him. So I'm going to keep that contract as is. It would be really, really nice to be able to afford Devontae Adams. I'll try to snipe him, but this is going to kill our cap if we don't get him. I need to get him for really cheap. Like that. 40 points, it's just going to be clearly not enough. Justin Reed would be a big get. For sure he would be. As would Leighton Vander Esch. If we can't get Fred Warner. I'm gonna offer on Justin Reed right now. And really extend this. Just don't quite have the salary cap room. 105 total points. I'm going to take it down slightly. 101. We'll see if we can get him. Justin Reed would be a huge pickup. Simulating now to the next week. And survey says we did not get Justin Reed. We also did not get Devontae Adams or Fred Warner. The Giants are going after Devontae Adams. We're still the sole team interested in Fred Warner, though. Caleb Farley, superstar development. Marcus Davenport is here. He's up to superstar development as well. This is someone I would way rather have than Derek Barnett. how can we afford that? I have to withdraw on Devontae Adams and really up on Marcus Davenport. I got to extend this quite a lot. That's decent money. We now take a huge lead. Maybe I don't even have to offer him quite that much, and I would be super willing to. 83 total points. That puts us in a pretty safe lead. We'll see if we can bring him in. I sure would like to. And we got Marcus Davenport. That's a big upgrade. Better development trait. Better overall. Andre Dillard. No, I don't think we should pick up the 5th-year option. It's just going to be paying him too much. It's like $15 million for that year. Just doesn't make sense for him. I do want to go back to free agency, though. And give me Fred Warner, man. Please. We need a punter. Don't really need a kicker, but J.K. Scott would be a worthwhile pickup. 7 years. Super cheap contract. Jeez, I can't find the correct amount of bonus here. Let's do something like that. 60 total points should be good enough to sign him. Give me Fred Warner. Yes, J.K. Scott. Fred Warner too, I guess, is whatever. But wow, what a great addition to our special teams. Stud punter. Jason Kelsey signed a 3-year contract and then retired? Okay. We are moving to a 3-4. Hargraves down to normal dev. We're moving to a 3-4. I'm going to play Ventrell Miller on the inside. He's going to develop. He's with Fred Warner. Roche outside linebacker. Davenport outside linebacker. And then Hargrave, Durden, Cox on the inside. Who says no? You know what? I probably do. I don't know if I want to do that. For now, I'm going to move Quincy Roche down to left end. Might just be a better fit. He's the same overall. But our defensive line looks a lot better. Davion Taylor now playing left outside linebacker. We still need, and I really can't stress this enough, we still need linebacker. Still need edge, potentially. Caleb Farley, I'm going to move back to corner. As now his zone coverage was barely upgraded. What do I want to do with Avonte Maddox? We just need safeties too. Because then I could have a great trio. Farley, Slay, Maddox. Fine for right now. Even though Darius Slay is regressing. And then 2 safeties. Kayvon Wallace. The other one cannot be, what, Malcolm Epps? I don't know if that's who that is. I think it probably is, though. NFL Draft 2022. Haven't seen it, but I've told you the positions we need. Center can also be added to that. Left tackle can also be added to that. And you better believe I'm trading down for number 3. Emmett Fox from Clemson. Looks really good. How is he a late first-round guy? He looks excellent. Connor Barrett, really off the grid. Doesn't even have a face, yet enters the NFL Draft. Okay, interesting. Good center here. Should be available in the 3rd round. Well, probably won't be, but that 2nd round guy maybe. Decent guard in Steven Dawkins. Not a bad class as far as I can tell. Doesn't look overwhelmingly amazing from the positions I've seen so far, but that changes as I see Quentin Rhodes. He looks unreal. Only 6'1". Dylan Hines looks very solid as well. Ooh, okay. We found some good players. Really solid linebacker prospects. Like Marcus Washington ran 4.4 flat. Late first round guy, but that doesn't matter. He'll be a higher overall at outside linebacker if I move him over. We really should look into taking these inside backers. At least one of them. Really solid cornerback group as well. It's almost tough to differentiate who's better than who. I think they're all going to be pretty good overalls. And then we don't really know anything about the safeties. But I am trading down from number 3. Cardinals at number 1. This time they don't take... No, they do take a quarterback. They take another quarterback at number 1 overall. Is the Kyler Murray era over that quickly? We are not taking this pick here at number 3, though. I think I'm going to take a trade down with the Jags, maybe? Trading number 3 overall, a third this year, a third next year for number 8, number 23, and number 55 from the Jets. So that other first round pick is from the Seahawks. And I'm so cool with moving down just because there are really good players in this draft. And I'm not pressed to take them at this point just because of the other players we have on the team right now. And the ones I do actually want are a little bit farther down the board. Saw some good players get drafted, but didn't want those guys. I want Quentin Rhodes if I'm taking an edge rusher. And there's some other guys who are really, really solid right now. Tyrell Fairley, complete my receiving core. Chuck Drummond could be great off the edge. But the pick to me is going to be Quentin Rhodes. Just looks great. Amazing top skills. Only 21 years old. Welcome to the Eagles. Number 7 in the draft. Took him at number 8. Only normal development, but 82 speed, 82 finesse moves, 82 tackling, 87 acceleration. It's interesting that A- finesse moves is 82. Thought that'd be a little bit higher. Unfortunately not. As we'll simulate to number 23, reevaluate the draft board. And I think I'm going to take Marcus Washington here. That's the player I want the most. Corin Rogers is also really good. Don't necessarily need him. But I think I'm going to go Marcus Washington. He's a late first-round guy, but he's someone who I think at outside linebacker, not only I know he's going to be higher overall, pass coverage archetype, super fast. I just think he's going to be a stud player. I want to take him. 29 in the draft, took him at 23. He'll be like a 74, 75 overall, which is fine. 91 speed. Zone coverage is already quite high at 68. His play rec, block shed, nice. Block shed's a bit low at 69, but that will develop. Really, really well balanced. He might even be like higher than the 74 at middle linebacker. I could see him jumping up to a 75, maybe even a 76. Top of the second round. Could go running back. Don't want to do that. There's another linebacker available, which I would be super down to do. Let's do it. It's the other middle linebacker that looks quite good. I'm going to take him out of South Carolina. 72 overall, and this is better because he has better development. Not that linebackers don't generally get upgraded to that anyway, but the fact that he has it right away is fantastic. 89 speed, 78 tackle, 69 block shed. Looks a lot like the other player we just drafted, like a ton like him. But will be also a higher overall at outside linebacker. We're sticking at a 4-3. It's going to be Fred Warner. It's going to be Zeke Waters we just drafted, and it's going to be the other middle linebacker we just drafted. Our linebacking core went from terrible to very good. I think Ventrell Miller is going to be a backup in some regard. Not really sure what we're doing with him quite yet. My draft board is empty, so we'll just take the best player I can. Sammy Goodson's my pick here. Just seems to be the best player available, so I am taking him. Ooh, 71 overall, better development. His shoulder pads are massive. They're so big. 83 speed, 77 finesse moves, decent tackling, block shed's real low. He's a project. He's a project. Cornerback depth here. Gil Cheeks. Got to take him with that type of a name. I wonder if he knows Gene Dangas, but he's a 69 overall. I'm sure he would be. Nice. This guy's a jokester, but better development. Decent zone, nice play rec, good speed. Have the CPU handle the rest. I don't think that was a bad draft at all. I think that was a really good draft. Got picks and got players that can be developed and help out the team. It's exactly what you want. So as I mentioned, both these guys are going to be higher overalls when you change them to outside linebacker, just because middle linebacker is a position that's stretched differently with the ratings. So Waters goes up to a 74. And then Washington, who, in my opinion, is more worth playing than Ventrell Miller, just because he will be a higher overall. His development trait is worse, but he is younger, and he will get a development trait increase. Would almost guarantee it. That's just what happens with linebackers in this game. And when you look at him, he is a 74 overall. I thought it could have been higher, but 74 is good, +2. Not sure what's going to happen with Ventrell Miller quite just yet. And then does Gil Cheeks start at strong safety? Is that really where we are? No, maybe he'll be our nickel cornerback. Kayvon Wallace is strong safety. Caleb Farley, I don't want to play him at safety, but we just haven't been able to find viable replacements at the moment. This will be the team for Season 3. Big hole at left guard. Alec Lindstrom really should not be starting at center. Not exactly a great guy to throw in there at the moment. Who knows what he could end up being. It's not great for us right now. At receiver, Rondale Moore, Jalen Reagor. We need to improve there, but those guys are going to develop. It's going to look better in a few years. And then defensively, A lot of rookies playing. Waters, Washington at both outside linebacker spots. Goodson will work in for reps. We got Gil Cheeks as our nickel corner. And then our specialist looks like Waters playing over Washington. I think I'm going to swap that just because he's normal dev. I want that to go up some more play time. Could result in that. Rager and Rondale Moore in the slot. Gil Cheeks in the nickel. Davenport, Roche off the edge. Playbooks have been changed. We're going Tennessee for offense. We're going Cincinnati for defense. Seems to be something that is effective, and I will do... let's do offensive line training boost. And I will see you guys at the midseason mark. Midseason mark. Oh, breakout challenge for Dallas Goedert. I really doubt that he's going to get that. He's going to be like, give me 8 touchdowns and 800 yards in a game. And I'll be like, I can't do that. 3 touchdowns or 150 plus yards. No, it's just not going to happen. We are 6-1. Playbooks matter a lot. Playbooks matter a lot. Now, we should be able to see development traits as well. A lot of guys said star or better. I think it's mostly going to be star, but you never know. On offense, had none. And then defensively, don't know yet. Waters, Cheeks has star, so a bit disappointing. But Waters up to a 77 overall already. And he's not playing a ton of snaps because he is not our sub linebacker. It's kind of the way of the road sometimes. He's playing a little bit, but just not a ton. Fletcher Cox is an impending free agent. We need to re-sign him. That's a priority. Don't care what it takes. He wants 20 mil a year. Okay, I care a little bit. What? I'll give him a 4-year contract. He's 97 overall, superstar X Factor D tackle. The bonus is so much. Needs better salary. I'm taking that bonus down a lot. I can bump up the salary. That's fine. We have a couple weeks to wiggle around with that. Miles Sanders, 5-year deal. Needs better salary. We can really just take the bonus down on a lot of these. Hargrave, no. Arthego Whiteside, no. Dillard, no. A lot in there I don't want. Did Dallas Goedert do the impossible? Of course not. I'm disappointed, but it's fine. Don't give me the passive-aggressive whatever. We scored 6 points. No kidding, he didn't get 3 touchdowns himself. Fletcher Cox, so I'm taking down the bonus a lot. I just want to see when he's going to ask for more of everything. What about this contract? 69.9. Still better salary? I love that he says that. Because that just means we can take down the bonus and bump up the salary. And Miles Sanders is back. I mean, that's a great contract for us. Team friendly. The Cowboys are also 7-2. Okay. And then Fletcher Cox. I can bump up the salary. I'll give you 7. I'll give you 8. And I'll take down the signing bonus a lot. Free agency, you're going to get franchise tagged. So, okay. That's okay. That's fine. Rondale Moore, Fred Warner are upgraded. You know, it's Marcus Epps. I called him Malcolm. I think Malcolm Epps was a receiver at Texas. Tight end at Texas. He's actually there right now. Okay, that's why I know. Okay. Well, there you go. A wide receiver moving to tight end. Okay, yeah. So I'm not that crazy. But Marcus Epps sucks. I don't know why we're even talking about him, really. Andre Dillard probably should go. Yeah. I'm good on all those guys. We just will have to franchise tag Fletcher Cox down the line. Franchise tag? Did I say that? To franchise tag him down the line. Playoff time. We are first round bye. Let's go. Best team in the NFC. Show me 12 wins. Yes, 12-4. The Giants went 11-5. The Cowboys went 11-5. And the football team went 9-7. The NFC least went to the NFC best in a minute. It's 2022, and this division combined for 40 wins plus. Oh my goodness. And Carson Wentz is back. 4,500 yards, 38 touchdowns, only 6 picks. Rushing. Miles Sanders, whatever. Receiving. Rager, over 1,400 yards on 97 catches, 17 touchdowns. Dallas Goedert, 96 catches, over 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Rondale Moore, over 1,000 yards. Arthego Whiteside played. He's terrible. Defensively, Fred Warner looks to be a really good season. Quincy Roche, 14 tackles for loss with 11.5 sacks. that led the team. Beast. And also, this is a Temple guy. He transferred to Miami, and Temple is in Philadelphia. So he goes, guess, back home. Davenport, 8.5 sacks, 7.5 for Fletcher Cox. Have nothing else from our other D tackles. Darius Slay, 5 picks, 3 for Caleb Farley, 2 Fred Warner, 1 for Avonte Maddox. Yearly awards, Carson Wentz wins MVP. Oh my goodness, he is back in a big way. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Carson Wentz. Defensive Player of the Year, Khalil Mack. Show me Roche in there somewhere. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Markel Hancock. No Eagles. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Marcus Washington. Love that. Gil Cheeks at number 7. Zeke Waters at number 9. I'm excited to see his development trait, but the whole reason I wanted to play the other guy is because he only had normal, and I know we can get that higher than normal development. We got the Cowboys in the divisional. Show me Superstar X Factor. Well, Carson Wentz is probably going to go back up. Rondale Moore is probably going to go up, period. I want to see Superstar X Factor from Zeke Waters. That would be so sick. Please. Star. Okay. Well, you can't always get what you want. It'll go up maybe in the Super Bowl week. Marcus Washington would be lovely to see him get up to star. Because otherwise, I am just going to play Zeke Waters as our sub linebacker. Along with Fred Warner. And what if Goodson is like casually a superstar dev player? That'd be interesting. Beat the Cowboys in the divisional. No, 23-17. We're going home early. But we have to franchise tag Fletcher Cox to start the offseason. We're going to tag him. Not trade him. I'm going to tag him and try to extend. Cowboys Patriots Super Bowl. Yuck. 1 year, 24 mil. It's not your choice to sign with us. I'm making it happen. And there are no holdouts in Madden. So that's not happening. Show me some increases. Yes. Woo. Jalen Reagor went up to star. Or excuse me, superstar. Carson Wentz went back up to superstar. Defensively, Waters, superstar, Washington star. Let's go. I'm surprised Quincy Roche didn't go up. And then Goodson is star. So we need defensive tackle. Is Caleb Farley just playing safety for me now? I've been meaning to move him back. We just really haven't had a time to do so. But it will happen eventually, I think. But our linebacking core went from 0 to hero. Edge, safety, D-tackle. On offense, center. So we just need offensive line, period. Interior, end on the outside, a tackle. And then maybe even a receiver. Carson Wentz has proven to be the guy. As we will go to upgrade players. Got upgrade points for those bad boys. And we're off to free agency. Ooh, Michael Pierce is here. He is old. Kyler Murray's here. Carson Wentz went down. Darius Slayton's here. Could steal him from the Giants. What are the safeties looking like? Will Parks. No. Devin McCourty is 36 years old. So no. I don't really like these options. At all. Okay, so I withdrew on Michael Pierce. So we don't really need him that bad. I offered Darius Slayton a contract. We were the 4th best team. Really couldn't afford him. But we did get Jonah Williams. It was a bigger need. We have solidified left tackle now for the future. He's only 25 years old. Big addition. Now we really only need a center and a wide receiver on offense. And then on defense, same positions, but it's D-tackle. It's maybe defensive end. I mean, we have Rhodes here who I drafted, Quentin Rhodes. Only normal dev, though. I can't really play him over Quincy Roche. I don't really think he slides in to play defensive tackle. I mean, maybe. 6'1", 264. He is kind of bulky. Maybe I will move him over for right now. He's a little light. You look at Aaron Donald, who's about the same size, at same height, and is 280. So he's a little bit light. Maybe it'll give him an edge. Maybe he'll get bodied in run defense. 2023 NFL Draft. We're clearly a pretty good team that's just looking to improve on what we did last year. Not a quarterback right now. Not a running back right now. But receiver, the positions we talked about, I'll check it out. We'll see who's good for us, maybe. Donald Rice. Baller. Skip the combine. Great backup tight end, maybe. I wanted to make a joke about Matlock. I'm sure I have before. I'm not even sure how many of you even remember or know of that show. So I didn't look at the centers. I mean, this is a great time to need a center. Oh, my Lord. There are 4 early first-round centers. Okay. Some really good players. Some really good player here. I like the safeties. I'm not sure we're going to be in position to get those guys. I mean, how many of them are inside the top 10? Top 11? 3 or 4? We pick a number 28. It's going to be really tough to move up. We actually don't have anything to move up with, so just to see who falls to us at 28, make a decision there. Some great running backs like DeJoshua Church, not to be confused with DeJoshua Tree, and there's not a lot of guys on my board. Doug Baker is an early second-round guy, so it'd be a bit of a reach here, but I think he looks like a pretty good player, so I'd be comfortable doing that. There's some great centers. There's that tight end who I don't need. It's just amazing centers. It's pretty much the entire class. We're going to take Doug Baker. He's a bit of a reach here, but he's a really good player, I think. 72 overall. It is a bit of a reach, but 90 speed to go with 77 zone, 83 hit power, 70 tackle. This is a really, really good player. He looks like a way better overall than his actual overall. The thing that really does hurt him is normal development. Not really sure he's going to work in there. And I want to trade back up to higher in the second round just so I can get another one of these centers maybe. So like with the Lions, if I can work something out. A future 2, it's projected to be at the top of the second round. It won't be because we're very good. And then a 4th this year, a 3rd next year, gets us number 42 overall. I certainly think it's going to be worth it because one of those really talented centers will be available, and we are going to jump at the opportunity to take them. As you can see from our draft board, 3 really good players available. I think it's going to be Jerry Robeson, early first-round guy. I think these other 2 are just mid or late. Yeah, so Jerry Robeson, you play center for us now, number 4 overall player in the draft, 77 overall, great strength, overall good attributes in general, perfect replacement for Jason Kelce. I mean, it's not perfect right now. Clearly doesn't have anything on Jason Kelce, but is very, very good replacement for the future. And in round 2, I'm going to take Graham Brooks, 73 overall, normal dev. Could potentially replace Brandon Brooks. They don't look like brothers, but maybe. But he could potentially replace Brandon Brooks at right guard down the line. Who did I even take? Just offensive line? We got our center replacement. Am I missing somebody else? Who did I take? Oh, yeah, the safety. Really can't do anything with him right now, as Caleb Farley continues to be my free safety. I don't know how long this is going to happen. Probably the entire rebuild, honestly. But, yeah, weird. Offense is looking pretty good. No real holes as far as I can tell, other than we just don't have the greatest receiver depth. And then defensively, I think we're in a really good spot. We've got a lot of really good players. And then Zeke Waters, maybe improve him as a speed rusher. Just to get that up. Finesse moves +2, zone coverage +1. Sure. Our defense is good, but not great. Kayvon Wallace is not excellent. Quentin Rhodes is not excellent. But other than that, I mean, no real complaints. Specialist is going to be Waters and Warner. Roche off the edge. That's not Von Miller. That's Ventrell. Fletcher Cox, Durden, Davenport. Gil Cheeks in the nickel. And then I'm going to put probably... let's put Rondale Moore in the slot this year. Only 3 and 4 at the midseason mark. Cowboys and Giants are crushing it. We're bottom of the division right now. Maybe that pick I was talking about is going to be a little bit lower than or higher than I expected. Rager, Slay, Cox, all free agents. They're really the only ones I want to bring back. Fletcher Cox, I want to bring in on a 2-year deal. That bonus just has to be way lower. I can bring the salary up, but the bonus is so high. Let's try that. Salary needs improvement. Okay. Darius Slay, I'd be comfortable bringing him back on a 2-year deal. He wants more money. They always do. And then Jalen Reagor, got to be long-term lockup here. And it's exactly what it is. Kayvon Wallace, not really pressured to do anything about that right now. And we'll simulate to the playoffs. Should be able to make them. It's not looking likely right now, though. Didn't make the playoffs. 7-9. What happened? I mean, Carson Wentz regressed big time, and I wonder why that would have been. Just a way worse year. Rushing. I mean, Miles Sanders got nothing going. Receiving. Rondale Moore was pretty good. Jalen Reagor pretty good. Dallas Goedert had a very good season. Defensively, Fred Warner was killing it. 16 tackles for loss for Quincy Roche. 11.5 sacks for Marcus Davenport led the way. Look at Corey Durden. Just a casual 11 sacks. 8.5 for Cox, 4 for Roche. Interceptions, 2 for Waters, Wallace, Farley, and Devontae Maddox. Check out yearly awards. I'd be shocked to see Carson Wentz in here. Probably will not see him. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Aaron Rodgers again. Wentz at 10. Defensive Player of the Year, Roquan Smith. No Eagles. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Quincy Chapman. Earl Mayer at 6. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Dwayne Sampson. And outside of Dwayne Sampson, there are no Eagles. He is not an Eagle. I hope that was not confusing. The team won the division at 11-5. Giants did. 2 other teams went 9-7. Football team and Dallas. Very interesting that we took a huge step back here for some reason. I wonder why that would have been. And then Cox. Oh, yeah. This might be another franchise tag situation because he just constantly wants a higher salary, and I'm paying him so much. But he resigns, finally. Darius Slay is down to an 84. Only star dev now. I'll up the money a bit. It'll be a 1-year deal, and he resigns. Kayvon Wallace, I don't really want anybody in here. Certainly not Jalen Hurts. Can't really figure out a place where he would play for us. We'll check out free agency. Stephon Gilmore's here. And I think this is the time where I move Caleb Farley to corner. I think it's going to be a really good time for that. T. Higgins is here. What do I want? I want a good safety to be in here one time. Am I going to have to sign Julian Blackmon? I don't know why he still only has normal development. But I think it's going to be Julian Blackmon and maybe even Isaiah Simmons. I have nobody at strong safety. I kind of have to make a move. And Simmons would be an excellent addition. Rondale Moore went up to Superstar X Factor. That is great. And I do want to offer T. Higgins a contract because that's a really good third receiver. So we will make him an offer. I'm comfortable with that. Excellent free agency for us. T. Higgins, Julian Blackmon, and Isaiah Simmons. I know for the next 3-4 years I'm going to be calling Julian Blackmon Justin Blackmon. I hope I don't do that, but I know it's going to happen. Rondale Moore goes up. He is dominating. And I wonder if I could actually change his name to regular Rondale Moore without a capital O. Not that it matters, but I am curious if you can edit it here. I think you might be able to, but I wonder. And survey says yes. Well, there you go. Can't do it in the actual draft class, unfortunately, but his name is changed. Offensive line looks good. Offense as a whole looks good. And then defensively, linebacking core is good. Farley is moving back to cornerback finally. And he's extremely well balanced. He's got 80 zone, 85 man. Should be able to tackle really, really well for a cornerback. So I think he's going to step into that role so nicely. And Julian Blackmon can start at free safety. We should be good to go. Just need a good draft. NFL draft time. We pick at number 15. Is there any way I can move up? As a player just went, even though I had it paused. It wasn't very good. So Cam Sherrills doesn't even have a body. He's already got his Hall of Fame bust put together. And for good reason. He is sick. 6'4", 200, 4'4" speed, crazy bench press, top skills are great for safety. Might be the move. I'm just going to simulate to pick number 15 and see who is available. Jose Armstrong looks great. I mean, there are a bunch of really good players we could take with this pick. Definitely not going to be a running back, though. That safety I was talking about is off the board. But I think we should go with the defensive tackle. I think he's the best player available for us. Jose Armstrong it is. 77 overall. Number 4 in the draft. Took him at 15. 6'2", 316. Only normal dev, but really well balanced. I mean, look at him. Look at all the attributes at 76 to 80. Awareness, speed, power moves, black shed, play rec. And above 80, he's got tackle, strength, acceleration. Good player, and we don't pick again for a while. Is there anyone I really want to trade up for? The team's good. It's just about developing them now. So maybe I'll make a trade for a pick. All right, I'm giving Quentin Rhodes to the Cowboys. It's an interdivisional trade, but they don't pick till number 32. It's the very last pick of the first round, and that's a player that probably is not going to be too good for them, so I'm okay with doing that. And then I'm taking this middle linebacker, although Matt Flowers looks cool. I'm taking this middle linebacker out of Boise State. Looks crazy good. Mid-first round guy, supposed to go in the second. Middle linebackers are always way lower overall. So the fact that he's a mid-first round talent says he's already going to be really amazing. And then a sick combine, I don't think we can miss there, and we didn't. Number 13 in the class, 75 overall, star better development, 91 speed, 89 hit power. I mean, he is crazy good. Not really going to have a spot for him, but I did want to take him. Really, really good player. Okay. Probably the final season here in 2024. This is my squad. Receivers are great. Do we got JaMychal Hasty? Oh, we sure do. That's quite a haircut. It's a good offense. And then defensively, I mean, Bennett is so good. 78 overall middle or outside linebacker. Screw it. I'm going to play him. I'm going to start him. I'm going to start him over Washington. Why not? Let's have fun with it. Armstrong's going to start. And then specialist. What do I want here? Darius Slay in the slot? Yeah, all right. Why not? Davenport, Roche off the edge. Cox, Armstrong. I do need to change and make our rookie linebacker a sub linebacker. T. Higgins in the slot? Well, no. Be a huge slot receiver. Big slot, but I'm not in on that. But to make it interesting, Dylan Bennett will be my second sub linebacker. And then slot receiver, I am going to go... You know what? Sure. T. Higgins. Why not? We'll rock with it. I'm in. 88 overall team. I expect pretty good, pretty big things. Don't let me down, team. We are 5-2 at the midseason mark. Football team is 7-0, and the Giants are also 5-2. Well, okay then. We will upgrade the squad. I'm not going to worry about re-signing, guys. This is the final year. We're a 90 overall. Wentz never really became unreal. He's an 83. It'll have to do. Receiving core is looking nice. Show me a crazy development trait. Superstar. That's what I'm talking about from Dylan Bennett. What a draft pick. Tip drill? No. Let's give him secure tackler. I don't know how it plays in sim, but that's what he gets. And actually, if I changed his position to right outside linebacker, which I'm going to, his overall is going to jump up into the 80s, which means he should get another ability slot, right? Pretty sure that's how that works, unless you get it at like 85 or something. He's a scheme fit now. Now he has out my way. What? I could give him something else now? He can have that, sure. I don't know. Whatever. CPU knows better than I do, probably. But also, maybe not. That is going to be how we set up the team, though. And after I spend my coach XP, I'm going to simulate to the playoffs. So I will see you guys there. Don't have any. Great. We made the playoffs, but we're in the wild card. 12-4 because football team went 13-3. Fifth best offense. Carson Wentz is back. 4,700 yards, 39 touchdowns, 9 picks. Rushing, Miles Sanders almost had 1,000 yards. 4.3 per carry, though. That is very good. Receiving, T. Higgins, 1,400 yards in the slot, 16 touchdowns. Rager at exactly 1K. 950 for Rondale Moore, 908 for Goddard. They all had a lot of touchdowns. Defensively, Fred Warner, another crazy year from him. Tackles for loss, 18 from Dylan Bennett. Sacks, 12 for Cox. 9.5 for the rookie Jose Armstrong, 6.5 for Roche, 5.5 for Davenport. Interceptions, 4 from Isaiah Simmons, 2 Fred Warner, and then 2 for Caleb Farley. Yearly awards, Josh Allen wins MVP. The Chiefs went 16-0. Carson Wentz at 3. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Carson Wentz. Defensive player of the year, Dre Greenlaw, who's up to a 93 overall. Oh my. Dylan Bennett at 9 as a rookie. Offensive rookie of the year, Edward Lincoln. Cordell Corbett, if that's a fun name, at number 5. Terry Dalton at 9. And then defensive rookie of the year, could it have been anybody else? Dylan Bennett. Jose Armstrong at 3. That was quite the draft pick. I didn't really even think we were going to play him right away. And then decided to make the move. Did it. He turned into a monster. And now I think we could very easily make a Super Bowl run. Rondale Moore playing up to a 94. And then defensively, I think Bennett should be a higher overall at this point. Davenport's almost into the 90s. Caleb Farley almost into the 90s. Definitely a solid team. I mean, the Panthers went 7-9. I'm not going to jump into this game. I just wanted to see their overall. And they are an 87. We could actually, like, really easily lose this game. But we'll see. Advancing to the divisional. And we made it 38-24. As now we have the LA Rams. They went 9-7. Not a great record either. But they're only an 83 overall. Divisional, we won again. 28-9. Crushing it. And now we have another not great record team. It's the Seattle Seahawks. They're only an 83 overall. You know what? We will jump in for this one. It is the conference championship. I want to make sure we go to the Super Bowl. And I imagine that Russell Wilson will kill us in simulation, despite them not being such a great overall. DK Metcalf is a 99 overall. Holy. Our offense is actually playing pretty well. I really say we're. It kind of stalled out now, but 21-7 in a really good position. Just keep Seattle out of it. And sometimes the best way to do that is just to keep scoring. But it's 21-21. 21-21-21. We're on defense. We got to make a play. 4 minutes to go. We got to make a play. It's a screen. Fred Warner, big hit. I totally just over pursued that. And then it's a crazy juke. Great stuff from me. Going for his head with a huge hit stick. We completely missed. Big stop for me, though. Filling the run lane. Read that real well. Needed to call a timeout. We need to force a field goal. As that's Waters' first tackle of the entire game. Run the ball. Do I even want that? Tight end in motion. He's going to come back across. Yep. To me, run to the right. That's a huge tackle. Timeout. Kick is up and good. The Seahawks are going to go up 24-21. But here's the difference. We have so much speed at wide receiver, and I don't know if the Seahawks are going to be able to match up. Between Jalen Reagor and Rondale Moore, not to mention the size of T. Higgins, Dallas Goedert, we might have a huge mismatch. That's a really nice move to take it to the 28. All right, no matter what happens, you got to promise me you're going to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. 1st and 10 from the 28. We're stepping up with Wentz. On the run. Did I throw over the line there? I tried to use my playmaker. I think we might have drifted too far up the field. Yep, totally did. Wide open is Goddard. Separation, breaks a tackle out at midfield. It's just so many mismatches on the field for us. Dallas Goedert against a linebacker. Crushes it. Might go back to him. I mean, we have pressure coming in, maybe. Go upfield, Goddard. There he is. Catch and run. Hit him. I'm searching for contact. Goddard down to the 10. 41 yards up the field. Oh, Reagor slant. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. It's the worst slant of all time. Dump down to Miles Sanders. He's wide open. Touchdown. I didn't even notice him at first. I thought there was coverage over there, and there was not. We're going to take a lead. Just want to make sure I don't miss this extra point. 28-24. Did I leave too much time for the Seahawks? I sure hope not. Something might get open here. Make him check down. He's going to chuck it to the end zone. Caleb Farley can't make the play. Falls incomplete. 3rd and 7. Final play of the game. And I am going to send Fred Warner at the QB. Get after Wilson. Get after him. He throws it. End zone. Intercepted by Baker. And we're going down. Game over. We're headed to the Super Bowl. Matt Nagy is the head coach of the Seahawks at this point. Pete Carroll retired, and they're like, you know who's a great play caller? Not Matt Nagy, but we're going to sign him anyway. Okay, cool. Oh, no. It's the 16-0 Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Not exactly who I wanted to see there. Not at all. Let's see the final team, though. Upgraded, development traits up all the way. Carson Wentz is now Superstar X Factor. T. Higgins has gone up to Superstar development. What do we give Wentz here? Let's give him Pro Reads. That's what Brady has, and he is elite in simulation. Defensively, Bennett went up to Superstar X Factor. As a rookie. What a beast. Anyone else? Not that I can tell, but it does. Oh, Quincy Roche went up to Superstar. All right. Super Bowl Atlanta, 12-4 Eagles, 90 overall, taking on the 16-0, 88 overall Chiefs, and arguably the most dynamic offense in NFL history. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill. Doesn't really get a whole lot better than that. Down 13-0 early. We're making it a game. 13. Well, now 20-6, 20-13. Just got to keep the Chiefs out of the end zone. Please get a big stop here. Nope. It's 34-20. I'm jumping in, down by 2 touchdowns. We need to stop. It is arcade mode. You never know. Just don't run the ball relentlessly and we'll be fine. They're not going to. To zig. I covered that so well, but guess what? Tyreek Hill has 105 speed. We're never going to catch up to that. We're taking a shot. T. Higgins catches it. Way to use that size, T. Higgins. Massive mismatch. Snap the ball. Snap the ball. We need to score now. Oh, Rager beats him in the end zone. The defensive backs for the Chiefs just didn't even make a play on the ball. Just fell in the lap of Jalen Rager. Touchdown. We have a minute and 2 timeouts. We need an onside kick, really. They recovered it. And they are pretty much already in field goal range. We need to come out in goal line and just force a mistake. Okay, well, that's a huge problem. Is Mecole Hardman uncovered? I think they're going to run the ball, though. Big hit. Oh, please fumble. Please. Do me a favor. Give me a chance. We've allowed almost 500 yards. It's 4th and 9. They're going to set up for a field goal try. I feel like that's super stupid. Because if they miss, our field positioning is incredible. The kick is up, and it's going to be wide right. They're giving us a chance. Why would they try the field goal there? That's so brain dead. All right, 1st and 10. Just give us time. I actually got to check down there. How do you not get to the sideline? The fact that you can't catch in stride is beyond frustrating. Yeah, he's in the zone. Guess what? Go be in the zone somewhere else because the game's over. Had to go to the sideline there. I think that's fairly obvious. I don't regret the decision. I mean, look at it. Look how much space Jalen Rager has. How many steps does he have? 3 or 4? He's so open. And look where the ball is. He has to stop. Doesn't catch it in stride. Loses every single step. And doesn't get to the sideline. We had plenty of time. If he gets out of bounds, we have 5 seconds, maybe? 4 or 5 seconds? Shot at the end zone from the 40 is way easier than from wherever we just were on the field. Really frustrating way to lose the Super Bowl, but we jumped in. Gave it all we could. We were down by a lot with not a lot of time to go. It is what it is. But fun rebuild. I never really loved to rebuild the Eagles because I just don't like them. But I put that to the door as I am usually unbiased and impartial in my rebuilds. Have to be. I still give my opinion, but I take over the team and I put all my previous likes and dislikes at the door. Really solid team. Rondo Moore, Jalen Rager progressed really, really nicely. Wentz got back to his MVP type ways. He even won an MVP in this video. Got Fred Warner, sick draft pick in Bennett this past year. Quincy Roche, Marcus Davenport developed really nicely. Caleb Farley was great. This is the final team. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.
See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah. Promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah, yeah. Papa turn, taking it back to the house. Defense a joke, I'm laughing so loud. Speed burst good.